So this past Wednesday, we've gathered all of the life groups together and had a wonderful potluck out on the patio, and not only enjoyed an abundance of food, but had the opportunity for all of the groups to kind of intermingle and get to meet other hosts and hostesses and do a little bit of sharing, just like Nancy Wilkins shared online a moment ago, a bit of sharing about what life groups mean to them. So I really do encourage you to go outside and take a look, find one that meets at a time or a place that just speaks to your heart. So before we move into our time of prayer and meditation together, we kept everything really tight on the front end with announcements this morning, because I want to take a few extra minutes with you to welcome the recommitment of our prayer partners here at the Unity Center. We are so blessed in this community to have so many hands that help to make this place work. We could always use more. And one of the places that of deep, deep service in our community is the service that our prayer partners do. They are available to be with you, to hold you in prayer, to hold you in a space of love and in a space of truth and possibility. They have been trained, and each year they make a recommitment to their personal inner work as well as to being of service to you. So I want you to join me in welcoming our prayer partners as they recommit their service to you and to this community. So if I can have the prayer partners forward, and would you join me in a round of applause as they make their way in front. You're going to have to come much closer together, everybody. Look at this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful group of our prayer partners. So each one of these individuals, as I've mentioned, has gone through outer training as well as through their own personal commitment to their spiritual growth and their prayer practice, not only for the benefit of themselves, but for the way that they have said yes to being of loving kindness and service to each of us here. I want to encourage those of you in our community, whenever you are feeling discouraged or afraid or needing guidance or somehow needing support for yourself or for a loved one, turn to these individuals. The katas that are a symbol of their training and their commitment are an easy way for you to identify on any Sunday morning or any time that you're here. Those who want to be of service to you in the way of prayer. So I'm going to ask you just to hold a silent thought of appreciation as I place the kata back on each of our prayer partners. It may take a moment or two because we have such a wonderful group of prayer partners recommitting today, but I ask you to join me by just holding the energy of appreciation for these beautiful individuals who are here to be of service to each of us. I would like to ask our prayer partners to turn and face you. And I would like you just one more time to acknowledge them with your love and a round of applause. Thank you, and you may be seated. If you ever have an interest of serving in the prayer ministry, by all means, see Phil or let me know, and we'll make sure that you know what those steps are, okay? So now we're going to move into our time and our practice of prayer and meditation. If you haven't already done so, please do make sure that your cell phones are turned to silence, all right? And our meditation practice is a simple practice of mindfulness. Simple in that it's simple to understand. A practice in that it's something that doesn't seem to come automatically, being able to keep our attention focused clearly and steadily and joyfully on the breath. But that's what our practice is, to be mindful, and we use the breath as a tool and a technique to help us get better at that, to be able to quiet our minds and really develop that capacity for a deeper state of peace. So we're going to practice that in our meditation time. We'll have some time with beautiful chanting that just blesses us and helps us to empty out and be fully present. And we'll do a little bit of HeartMath work as well. So go ahead and find a comfortable position in your chair. Scooch around if you need to. You do want to sit with your back nice and straight. And it is beneficial to sit with your legs uncrossed and allow your hands just to rest comfortably in your lap in whatever way feels natural to you. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and close your eyes. And with eyes closed, really remind yourself that you are very consciously choosing to practice a different state of being. Allow your attention to fall on the breath and simply notice what your breathing is like right now. And notice without any sense of judgment. And as we prepare to practice in a very consistent way, our practice of mindful breathing, we're going to begin with Thich Nhat Hanh's 3 conscious simple breaths. We'll be aware of the inhalation, and then with each exhalation, we'll practice a slightly different state of being. With the first exhalation, we'll practice letting go. With the second exhalation, we'll practice being here. And with the third exhalation, we'll practice opening up. So go ahead now and take a nice steady breath in. So aware of the air filling your lungs. And then as you experience that breath leaving your body, practice letting go. Another deep, conscious breath in. And as you release that breath, practice the feeling of being right here. Right here. And a third deep breath in. And as you let that breath go, practice the feeling of opening up. And so continue to be with the breath. Each breath in, each breath out. Letting go. Being here. And opening up. As you allow the sounds of the chant to just wash over you, keep your attention on the breath. And should you find that it has wandered at any time, gently bring the attention back to the very next breath. yourself to settle into that beautiful energy and sound of Om, as if it is gently vibrating through your entire being. Vibration of peace and harmony, well-being. Continue to be aware of each mindful breath as you allow your attention to drop to the area of the heart, the center of your chest. Breathing in peacefully, breathing out peacefully. Gentle and quiet. As if the very deepest part of you knows that there is such a solid foundation of inner peace that cannot be rocked by anything in your life. That you are anchored in the awareness of God's perfect presence within you and all around you. Continuing to be with the breath, you imagine that each breath does indeed move through the area of the heart, as if each breath is a breath in of blessing, and each breath out, a breath out of thanksgiving. Beautiful, endless, perfect cycle. Breathing in blessing. Breathing out thanksgiving becomes blessing. That becomes thanksgiving. Steady, deep, and peaceful. So for the next few minutes, continue to be with each mindful breath. Continue with attention focused in the area of the heart. Breathing in blessings and breathing out thanksgiving. Breathing in blessings. Breathing out thanksgiving in the silence, in the silence. as you hear the music begin to quietly fill the room again, allow your attention to rise up, taking a moment to just bring this time of prayer, this time of quiet, to a close, thankful for the gift of being able to sit in peace and safety and comfort here in this room, and grateful as well for those around you today that through their practice made this time that much better. So thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Say a silent thank you to those around you. And then take a nice deep breath in and out and let that go, feeling yourself fully alive and open and clear. Another breath in and out. And so it is. And so it is. Amen and namaste.
Many people enjoy Reverend Wendy's talks and meditations and aren't able to attend the Unity Center in person. If you're part of our extended family from around the world and would like to help support the Unity Center, please go to our website or download our free app, which offers even more ways to connect with the Unity Center. Namaste.